Hi, I'm Karen Rice and welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm going to be showing you how to paint trees and heather. This is a step-by-step watercolour landscape tutorial. It's packed full of techniques: sponging, spattering, salt, lifting off with tissue and also scratching off with a plastic card. So shall we get started? This is the gorgeous reference photograph I will be using, and a link can be found in the description below. I've drawn a very simple outline using my HB pencil onto rough watercolour paper. It measures 14 by 10 inches and I've put some framing tape around the edge to give a lovely white border, but you could use masking tape. For those of you who would like access to drawing templates and watch longer videos with lots more voiceover, lots more tips and techniques and colour mixing with detailed explanations, why not think about joining my Patreon membership? Just click the link in the top right hand corner and it will give you more details. If you'd like to see a list of all the materials I will be using in this tutorial, check out the description below. I have Amazon links as well if you'd like to purchase any of them. So first things first, I've mixed up a puddle of some pinks and violets and I'm wetting my paper. If you'd like a list of the colours that I'm using in this tutorial or alternatives to those colours, check out that description. So I'm giving it a good soak with my large flat brush and I'm dropping in those colours now with my size 10 black velvet brush because it holds so much liquid and it's got a beautiful point. And I feel very secure when I'm using this brush. And I'm just dropping this in here and there. Just when you check out that photograph there, just where the top of the heather is, I just want to drop in sort of various colours, wet into wet, and just enjoy it. I'm doing the same now with the greens. I'm mixing up yellows and blues and quinacridone golds, and I'm dropping the greens in between the heather. Make sure you don't actually touch the heather. Let it sort of spread itself, but don't sort of go over the heather because you'll end up getting a sort of muddy colour. So try to avoid the mud. I'm putting on some nice sort of light and mid-tone greens up in the tree area as well. Lots of yellow greens and mid greens, and I'm using my large size 14 black velvet brush, dropping the colours in wet. And what I thought would be quite nice is to spatter some of the heather colour and some of the green into the wet paint using my size 6 round brush. Once you've finished with all your spattering, you can sprinkle on some sea salt or table salt and let it dry naturally. And as you can see here, I'm working on the trees, but look at what the salt's done. It's absolutely amazing. It's lifted off the paint, it's soaked it up, and it's created all these magical effects. I'm mixing up some of the indigo and a little bit of violet, and I'm using my size 6 brush, and I'm painting in all these dark tree trunks. They're so dark if you look at the reference photograph, so it's quite nice. So just take your time and enjoy it. Tree trunks are quite nice to do, and as I get to the bottom I put a little bit of water there and soften it, and then I lift it off with my kitchen towel so it fades into the heather. So it's quite a nice little technique. You can just see I just did that there. If you notice here, I actually sprinkled some salt on as well, just to lift off a little bit of the dark paint to create some textures on the tree trunk. So once you painted your tree trunks in, you can start to paint some of your branches, and I've swapped to my size 2 brush. It really has got a lovely point and it holds lots of paint, but you could use a rigger or a liner brush or even your twig. So whatever works for you, just putting these small thinner branches in here and there. As you saw there, I painted the very large tree in with a much larger brush, but it's exactly the same as painting the other tree trunks. I'm also now using my plastic card to scratch and move the paint to create a little bit of light and texture on the right hand side, and then sprinkle a little salt. So let's see what happens there. So while the salt's taking effect, I'm just painting in some paler tree trunks using my size 2 brush and my size 6, and just making them a little bit paler so it creates a little bit of depth and distance. And I'm using my large size 14 brush now, just wetting some of the trunk areas. The paint has dried, so I'm just manoeuvring it because watercolour isn't permanent, so you can actually move it and take off some of the paint so it looks like soft light on the trees. It's a really nice effect. It's a really good way of lifting off colour if you've painted something too dark. And I'm just sort of doing that here and there to create some really atmospheric effects effects on this little landscape here. And what I'm doing now as well is sponging on some creamy light green paint with my damp sponge, and just to create a little bit of sort of soft foliage in the background there and some textures as well. And I thought I'd give a little more spattering now, wet on dry, to the heather with a lighter colour, and that I've added a little bit of white gouache, or you could use white watercolour, to your pink and to your violet shades. I'm also sponging in some of that colour as well, wet on dry, to create lots and lots of texture, really to bring this painting to life and to finish off. So I've removed my framing tape and I'm really pleased with my painting. It's got lots of texture, lots of light, and you know, the trees, they're sort of got really, with the salt there, it's really creates some nice texture, especially on that foreground tree there. I really hope you've enjoyed this tutorial and it's inspired you maybe to paint along with this one, or to choose your own landscape and use similar techniques. And if you'd like to see more videos like this, why not subscribe to my YouTube channel, and you'll get updates of my latest videos. If you have any comments or questions, please put them in the comments section below. I would love to hear from you. And if you'd like to know more about the Patreon membership, just drop me a line. Thanks again for watching. Happy painting. Bye for now.